Namaste, young listeners. I am Nalini, and this is Story Time with Nalini. Let's focus our thoughts and get ready to listen to today's wonderful story. Tiny Tales with Tinsy Doo. Written by Arushi Jain, illustrated by Apurva Das. Friends, this book is a collection of 10 tiny tales, and today I'll be reading the first tale. Happiness comes from the soul. Not me, not me, not me, God please, murmured Piggy, the high heels. Ha 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 ha! I know she'll take you only. She loves you after all. Gutsy the sneaker laughed, and Annie finally took Biggie along with her to the party. Why does Biggie hate to go out so much? Asked Gutsy as she settled down along with other footwear buddies inside Annie's closet. Annie was a girl in her late teens from Woodland who loved her footwears more than everything else. She kept them in a beautiful shoe rack and cleaned them regularly, making sure no dust particle touches them. Out of all of those, Biggie, the high heels, were adored by her the most. She used to wear them whenever she got a chance, but she didn't know how to carry them. Every time she had Biggie in her feet, she used to stumble and fall badly, because of which Biggie used to get hurt too. This was the reason why Biggie hated going out with Annie so much, as she scared hurting herself and visiting Cobbler again and again. Ouch! It's really paining a lot. I can't bear this anymore, Biggie screamed in a breaking voice as she bounced back into the shoe rack. Oh, Biggie, don't be a crybaby. Grow up. You should be happy that you at least go out and meet other friends from our foot fraternity. Look at me. Either I'm worried about my lace all day, which Annie never ties, or I'm running from left to right during her badminton class, said Gutsy, the shoe. Oh, please, don't even get me started on this. You all don't know how much I have to go through. Last evening, she went to the neighborhood shop with me and stepped on the puddle. It was so stinky that it felt as if I had a mud bath. Ew! Ugh! I hate being a slipper. I wish I could get back to the shop I was brought from, where I used to meet a variety of shoppers every day, and I even had my clones to accompany me. Slippy the Slippers intervened. As everyone started pointing out their problem, claiming it to be bigger than the others, an old yet familiar voice came from the bottommost shelf of the shoe rack. Excuse me, may I say something? It was Uncle Clark, the shoe cleaner. He said, My dear children, you all are only discussing the troubles here, but none of you are looking at the happy moments you have spent here. She could have left you all lying in her veranda, just like many people do, but she didn't. She makes sure that you all are safely stacked and cleaned every day so that no insect bothers you. And tell me one thing, was it possible for you all to meet each other if she hadn't brought you all under one roof? As Uncle Clark talked, there was a pin-drop silence in the shoe rack for a while. until a voice came up. "You are right, Uncle. We have realized how happy we all are here." It was Gutsy's lace. "Exactly. Thank you so much, Uncle. Today you washed and cleaned our souls in true sense," Biggie added. "I am the luckiest footwear, as Annie wears me when she is at home," came Slippy's voice. "No, I am the lucky one. What about me?" The foot buddies started their banter again, and this time for a good reason. Some things never change," laughed Uncle Clark as he enjoyed the footwear's cute conversation.
The end. Thank you for listening.
Thank you for listening. My dear listeners, I love reading ad-free stories for you. And if you love listening to my podcast, consider sharing it with your friends and family. To support the author of this book, please head over to the description of the episode and buy their book. Hi, welcome back to listening to another tale from the book Tiny Tales with Tinsy Doo. This is the second tale named Greg Gets a Surprise. Urvi, are you excited about today's story?
Yes, Mama.
Okay. Can you guess what this story is about?
Story. Story is a dog.
It's about dogs. How many dogs do you see here?
1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
5 dogs.
Yeah.
What are the dogs wearing on their head?
They are wearing a birthday hat.
Yes, they are wearing a birthday hat.
Yeah.
So it looks like this story may be about a birthday.
Yeah.
Let's find out. Betty and Lucy were very happy today as they were finally going for a family outing to an amusement park. Both the sisters were so excited that they had already made a list of the rides they'll go to. "All set, kiddos?" Mr. Max Wilson, Lucy and Betty's grandpa asked. "Yes, Grandpa. Everything is ready. Let's go," Betty replied. The Wilsons were a family of 7. The 2 sisters, their loving parents, doting grandparents, and a pet dog, Greg, who loved the Wilsons a lot and guarded their home whenever they were away. As the family left for their outing, Greg, like every time, took charge of the security. Woof! Woof! Up, down, left and right. I'll not let any corner left from my sight. This was the jingle Greg hummed while strolling around the house. "Hush, hush! Don't make any noise. Greg is right there in the garden," came a voice from the living room. "Thief in my house? Ah, you chose the wrong place, buddy. You won't be spared," Greg murmured in anger. As he peeped through the window, he was surprised to see ants coming out of a small hole, making their way to the couch. "Hey, what are you doing here? Get down and go back to the place you've come from," Greg shouted. "We heard that the Wilsons have gone for a day out, so even we planned a picnic with our family," one of the ants replied. We will just sit here for a while and have fun, she added. Okay, fine, but make sure you don't break or ruin anything, Greg said. The ants were delighted as they were going to spend their entire day playing in the Wilsons' living room. Watching them have fun, the other animals and insects also decided to join. The little ants collected food particles from the leftovers and brought them in the living room. With the bird swinging on the wall hanging, fan becoming the merry-go-round, and ants sliding down the curtains, the Wilsons' sweet home was surely turned into an amusement park. The living room was the restaurant where they munched snacks, and the best part was their photo corner. They posed together and clicked a lot of pictures with wide smiles on their faces. Yay! This is so much fun! Greg, come and join us, the ant said. Thanks for inviting, buddy, but it would be better if I stay here, as I can alert you when the family is back, Greg replied. You are the best, Greg, said Jolly, the birdie. Urvi, what does the bird say?
Tweet, tweet.
Tweet, 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 tweet.
Meow.
This chair is so cushiony. I love it. I wish I could sit here forever, Champ the cat exclaimed as they were enjoying their rides. Suddenly came a noise. Honk honk! Oh no! It was the Wilson family. Greg quickly signaled everyone, and all the tiny beings cleaned up the mess and ran away. Hey Greg, how was your day? Asked Grandpa. It was good, Grandpa, but I missed you all, Greg lied with fear. Well, even I was missing everyone a lot. But when I saw your friends having fun in the living room, I got happy, Grandpa replied. Woof! Woof! What? You saw? Friends? Living room? What, Grandpa? How? Greg was all confused. My child, I did leave for the picnic, but had to urgently come back due to some office-related work. Since you all didn't harm anyone or anything, I didn't stop you, Grandpa replied. Next time, when you want to have fun with your friends, just let any one of us know. We will arrange a picnic for you. But don't lie, because good kids never hide anything from their family. Got it, kiddo? He added. Listening this, Greg realized his mistake and said, I am sorry, Grandpa. I promise I will be a good doggo from now on. That's like my boy. Now come on, it's time for dinner, Grandpa said as they both hugged each other and went to the dining room.
The end. Thank you for listening.
Thank you for listening. Hi, welcome back to listening to another tale from the book Tiny Tales with Tinsy Doo. This is the third tale named Mama Nature Needs Help. In a town named Greenotopia, everyone, right from the trees to the animals to the humans, lived happily together. During summers, when Mr. Bright, the sun, sent his rays in full spirit, the cloud babies would feel thirsty. Phew! It's too hot here. I need some water. Where's my straw? I must grab it so that I can pull fresh water from the lake below and quench my thirst. This is what the cloud babies used to say, and they knew that they always had the lake to their rescue. Monsoon was the best time of the year for them as they played their game of sending water droplets to the ground, and everyone cheered for them. Yay! The rains are here. Now we will grow up soon. The little buds danced in excitement. Watching her children happy, Mother Nature was happy too.
Ouch! My tummy is paining.
Ouch! Ouch, my tummy! A cloud baby was heard crying one morning. What happened, dearie? Their elder sister, Sky, asked.
Sister, my tummy is paining a lot. Ouch! My tummy is paining a lot.
The cloud baby exclaimed in pain. What did you have for breakfast today? Sky asked, to which the baby replied, Nothing new, sister. I just drank the water I got from the lake. Ouch! Sister Sky, help us. Our tummy is paining too, came a voice as the other cloud babies came crying to the sky. Oh God, I think we must tell Mama Nature about this. Please wait here and don't cry. I'll get a medicine for you, Sky said. However, as the pain was unbearable, all the cloud babies loudly bursted into tears, asking for help, which led to a huge thunder and heavy rainfall in Greenotopia. Ribbit, Ribbit, the rain seems different today, isn't it? Asked Froggy, the frog, to the peacock. Yeah, you are right. Oh no, look, the cloudies are crying, Peacock replied. As the tears became unstoppable, everyone in Greenotopia began to worry. The lake got overfilled with dirty water, which again went back to the cloudies. My throat. It's paining a lot. Achoo! My nose. As the cloudies fell sick again, their coughs and sneezes started reaching the ground in the form of heavy thunderstorm. There's something in my eyes. Roar! I can't see anything. Ouch! Screamed Tiger, the king of the jungle near Greenotopia. The calm and beautiful town wasn't the same anymore. Mr. Bright stopped spreading his rays, and the tiny buds were not able to grow. As the situation went out of control, Mr. Bright, Froggy, and Leafy went to the owl, the oldest and wisest member of the nature family, for help. Ribbit, Ribbit, Uncle Owl, please help us. Why is this happening? Why is everyone falling sick? Froggy exclaimed.
To who?
To who? Well, this is because our buddies from the human world aren't taking care of Mama Nature. The smoke from their vehicles, germs from the litter they throw on the ground, and the loud sound from their music systems is making Mama Nature fall sick. The wise owl uncle answered. Oh, it means our mama is suffering a lot, and if she herself is unwell, then how would she be able to take care of us? Mr. Bright said. Exactly. We must teach these humans a lesson, Leafy added. Too-hoo, 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 too-hoo. No, 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 don't do this, Leafy. We all are Mama Nature's kids, right? So instead of blaming our other siblings, why don't we start looking after her by ourselves? Uncle Owl said. Ribbit, ribbit. You are right, Uncle. We can pick up the litter that they throw using our mouth to make the ground clean, Froggy said. Good idea, Froggy. If we all team up, we can help our Mama Nature recover and make our Greenotopia a cleaner and a happier town again. Mr. Bright agreed. Watching everyone join hands, Uncle Owl exclaimed with hope, Too-hoo, 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 too-hoo. So say with me, Mama Nature, we know you are in a lot of pain, but we promise you will be happy and healthy again.
The end. Thank you for listening.
Thank you for listening. Hi, welcome back to listening to another tale from the book Tiny Tales with Tinsy Doo. This is the fourth tale named The Right Signal. Look at that purple car! Isn't that pretty? Yeah, but I like the blue one more. Hey, can you please lower your voice? I just finished my task and I'm taking a 30-second nap. This was a part of the everyday conversation that the traffic signal light buddies, Jade, the green color, Akako, the red, and Blaine, the yellow, used to have. They lived together at the high front road of a town and were best buddies. They even had jingles that they sang when it was their turn on the road. Whether off to school, office, or to the shop, when I am here, you must stop, was Akako's tune that she sang asking the vehicles to stop. The streetlights and vehicles enjoyed their songs, and the trees danced whenever they sang. One day, a new bench joined the light buddies on the road. He used to keenly watch them mingle with each other and feel jealous of their friendship. He decided to ruin their bonding by provoking them against each other. One evening, when Akako was on a short break, she said, "Oh dear, Blaine and Jade, I feel so bad for you. My poor pals." "What happened?" Jade asked. He replied, "You both work as hard as Akako does, but still she is always valued more than you. Whenever you or Blaine are on duty, the drivers hardly pay attention to you. Whereas when it's Akako's turn, everyone puts a brake on their vehicles to stop as if she's the boss. Don't you feel this is a bit unfair?" he added. Hearing this, Jade and Blaine, who were not agreeing initially, got upset. They thought that Akako was bossy and teamed up against her. "We must teach her a lesson. She thinks she is the best, right? Now she'll know who we are, Blaine said. The next morning, when Akako greeted them, none of them responded. Akako did her duty honestly, and when it was Jade's turn to come, he didn't show up. Even Blake didn't come on duty that day. This continued for a few days, and both didn't talk to Akako at all. This misunderstanding led to a heavy traffic on the road, because of which the officers decided to send the signal lights for repair. 3 lights, who were best buddies once, were not talking to each other at all. As they were sadly lying along with other unwell objects, they saw a man coming with a screwdriver and talking to his friend about repairing the lights. This made them scared, and Blaine started crying. "Blaine, relax, dear. We are not well, and this good man will fix us with his tools," Akako consoled. No, Akako. I am fine. Even Jade is fine. We were not working because we were upset with you," Blaine sobbed. But what did I do?" Akako was shocked. You always bossed around on the road. You were always on the top. We felt as if no one valued us," Jade said. "Seriously, are you saying this? You, Jade?" The drivers were stuck on the road for hours just because you were not there. They were waiting for your permission to go," Akako replied. "And Blaine, you? How can you feel small in front of us? When you are on duty, people get a sign that they must either slow down to stop or turn their engines on to go. You are the cord that joins 3 of us, my friend," she added. Listening this, Jade and Blaine felt very bad for their act and said sorry to Akako. The 3 buddies patched up and promised to never hide their feelings from each other so that their bond remains the same. As they were back on duty the very next day with the same old spirit, everyone was happy and even the clouds clapped to welcome them.
The end. Thank you for listening.
Thank you for listening. Hi, welcome back to listening to another tale from the book Tiny Tales with Tinsy Doo. This is the 5th tale named The Man Who Sowed Kindness. Once there was a village named Goodwood. The people living there were very hard-working. Among all the villagers, there was a poor man named Kamal, who was a tailor. He lived alone in a small hut and was very kind-hearted. Though he could hardly afford a meal for a day, but he still gave grains and chapati to the animals and birds that knocked his door. As Kamal kept working with honesty, he started getting more orders and soon became the most popular tailor of his village. This irked his neighbor Param, who was also a tailor. How is this possible that poor man Kamal is becoming more popular than me? Ugh! And then one day Param came up with an evil plan. One day, when Kamal wasn't at home, he sent his 2 pet mice to his house and made them ruin all the clothes by biting them with their sharp teeth. When Kamal came back, he was shocked to see pieces of clothes lying around the house, all ruined. The next morning, when Kamal showed the torn pieces of clothes to his customers, they got extremely angry. After many efforts, Kamal finally got a second chance to prove himself and promised all his customers to give their outfits in 2 days. 2 days? Seriously? Let's see who helps him. Param laughed, watching Kamal in trouble. With just 2 days in his hands, Kamal began working on his orders. However, there were a few problems. Param had taken his scissors away, because of which he had no scissors, and he even needed a helping hand as the time was less. As he was thinking of a solution, a bird knocked his window. It was the same bird who Kamal used to feed every day. She sat on his window and said, "Uncle, I saw everything that happened in the morning. Don't worry, my friend and I are here to help you." And suddenly, a mouse entered his house through a small hole.
Squeak! Squeak! Squeak!
"Uncle, I am your scissor for today. Just let me know which threads to cut. I'll do it," he said. Delighted by the tiny efforts put in by the bird and the mouse, Kamal felt better and they started working. With the bird and the mouse's help and Kamal's dedication, all the outfits were ready within 2 days. The customers got delighted to see the results and praised Kamal for keeping his promise. "Uncle Kamal, you stitched these many clothes within 2 days? Wow! Seems like you have some assistants working under you," a customer said. Actually, yes, I do have 2 assistants who made this possible," Kamal replied as he waved at the bird and mouse who were watching him from the tree in front of his shop.
The end. Thank you for listening.
Thank you for listening. Hi, welcome back to listening to another tale from the book Tiny Tales with Tinsy Doo. This is the 6th tale named Papa's Mystery Box. In a beautiful town named Gizmo Land was a sibling duo, Manan and Kavya, who lived with their parents. They also had Robbie, the robot, who used to help their family in their everyday tasks, like dropping Manan and Kavya to school every morning by flying up in the sky using his super wings and bringing fresh fruits and veggies right from the farm, which was very far from their town, using his rocket boots. There was a gadget and an app for everything here. Like one day on Kavya's birthday, her parents ordered a cake online that came out from their phone screen. Everyone was very happy in Gizmoland until that one afternoon that changed their lives. Kavya was having her breakfast and Manan was playing with Robbie, and suddenly The lights, fan, and all other appliances went off in the entire city. The kids had never seen such situation before, as the devices ran on batteries one by one, even they were shut down. Kavya said, "Papa, I don't know what to do. I am really bored." "So am I," Manan added. To this, Papa replied, Kiddos, I think I have something for you. Come with me." With the torch leading their way, they went down to the basement and Papa took out a huge cardboard box. Achoo! Mama, this box is so dusty." Manan sneezed. "Yes, dear, it is because it's been a while since we opened it." Mama coughed and replied. As Papa opened the mystery box, the kids were surprised to see some new but not so new things inside. "Mama, why are these old tabs lying here? And where is their screen? And how are they charged since so many years? And..." "Hush, hush, Kavya. These are not tabs. These are real board games which we used to play when we were your age," Mama replied. "What? These games, Ludo, Carom, and Cricket, existed in real life too? But how?" Manan was confused. "Yes, come, we'll tell you," Papa said as they went to the living room and took out Ludo to play. Wait, it's my turn. Oh, the pawns are so tiny. Let me zoom it," Manan exclaimed. "Manan, this is not your tab, honey. This is a real board. You cannot zoom this," Mama said. "What? Then how will I be able to play?" Manan got tensed. "Don't worry, son. You'll soon get used to this," Papa explained. As the game moved ahead, the kids started getting familiar to the board, dice, and pawns and enjoyed it. "Hooray! I won! Now what shall we play?" Kavya exclaimed. Let's play cricket. What say?" Manan suggested, to which everyone agreed. No, I am not out. I want to play again. Wait, let me undo this turn." "But where's the option to undo?" Manan asked. "Oh, my child, this is not your tab, where you can replay your turn on a single click. Either you will have to prove you are not out or wait for your next turn. This is how real life games are," Mama said. "Oh, my bad. I got confused," Manan laughingly replied. The kids spent the entire day playing all the games from their gadgets in real life for the first time, and as they were having fun, suddenly the dim lights were bright again. The electricity was back, and it was time to charge and switch on their devices. Finally! Now let me go and keep this box in the basement, and then we'll have lunch, Papa exclaimed. "No, Papa, we want to play more. Can we please keep these games forever? We promise we will charge each of them from time to time," Kavya requested. Oh. Honey, how many times do we tell you that these are not your gadgets that need to be charged, updated, or switched on and off? These are actual games that just need you to give them their time. Now, come on, go wash your hands. We'll have lunch first and then get ready for a carom battle. Mama laughed.
The end. Thank you for listening.
Thank you for listening. Hi, welcome back to listening to another tale from the book Tiny Tales with Tinsy Doo. This is the 7th tale named Hands or Tails. Once there lived a cute little monkey named Jim. He was about 6 years old and he loved reading. He was the smartest kid in his class who always gave the right answer. His class teacher, Miss Dove, suggested his parents to put him in a school where human kids studied, and thus they packed their bags and shifted to a nearby city. Jim was very excited to attend his new school with human kids. Woohoo! I am going to a new school. I will meet new friends. Yippee! He exclaimed. The children were delighted to see a monkey joining their class, and they all welcomed him with open arms. Though Jim had mingled with the class well, but since he was a monkey, there were a few unusual things he did that would turn the classroom into a laugh riot. Like one day, his class teacher said, "Jim, can you please switch on the fan?" To which he said, "Woohoo! Yes, ma'am, just say hands or tails." This question confused his teacher, and as she said tails, he, instead of walking up to the switchboard, jumped up to the roof, using his tail like a spring to rotate the fan with his hands. The teacher and the students were stunned to see him doing this, and they all shared a good laugh. Since that day, this became a daily activity. Whenever he had to do a task, he always popped this question of hands or tails to his friends to decide whether to use his hand or tail to leap. Once he was standing in the last row in the school assembly, because of which he couldn't see what was happening on the stage. He quickly asked his friend, "Lucky, hands or tails?" As soon as Lucky said hands, he kept both his palms on the ground, stood upside down, and jumped on the topmost branch of the tree and said, "Woohoo! This place is perfect." He even learned eating with a fork and knife, just like humans did, and ate banana using them. However, as the time passed, he started feeling shy in front of his friends because of his appearance, and when he saw his class photograph, he bursted into tears. My friends are humans and they are so smart. Look at me. I am a monkey with a huge tail that follows me everywhere. Ugh. From that day, he stopped hopping around and became serious. "Hey Jim, all okay? I've been watching you over a few days. You were acting differently," Sarah, his classmate, asked. No, no, nothing as such, Jim replied. Jimmy, you can't lie to your friends. Come on, tell me what happened, she urged. Well, I feel that I shouldn't have come here. I can never be like you all, Jim replied and shared how he felt inferior to his classmates as he was a monkey. Jimmy, nobody is same. We all are unique and we should be happy about it. Look at yourself. You came from a jungle to study with human kids and have adapted so well. And you are worried about your tail, right? Tell me, who brings the shuttle from the tree when it gets stuck there? You, my friend. Jim realized his mistake after listening to Sarah's words, and he was not a serious Jimmy anymore. He was back to being his own self, and he said, "You are right, Sarah. Instead of feeling sad about what I can't be, I should be happy about what I have become. Thank you so much, buddy. I am glad you are happy again, Jim. Now let's go to the class as the lunch break is over and ma'am might come anytime," Sarah replied. Jim said, Okay, but first tell me, hands or tails?
The end. Thank you for listening.
Thank you for listening. Hi, welcome back to listening to another tale from the book Tiny Tales with Tinsy Doo. This is the 8th tale named Smile Please.
Smile, please.
Leave my football, Kabir, and make sure you don't touch this again. Did you get it? Rishika, Kabir's elder sister, shouted as he was trying to secretly steal her football from her almirah. Rishika was a 9-year-old girl who was very fond of sports and football was her favorite game. In spite of being blessed with everything, she was never happy. She always had a frown on her forehead and hardly smiled. Mama, I am a grown-up and adults don't smile too often, was the reply she gave every time her mother tried making her grin. Her parents had lost their hope and believed that maybe one day she'll realize the value of being happy. One morning, as Rishika was on her way to school, she saw something very unusual. She saw shops where people were selling smiles and shouting slogans like 2 for 1, 2 for 1, huge discount sale only for today. The localities roaming in the marketplace had sad faces and were rushing towards those shops. She couldn't understand anything and therefore went to a lady to ask her. The lady replied in a sad tone, "My child, these shops are selling masks that make you smile from your heart so that you can be happy, and these masks don't last forever. You must buy a new one every week." To this, Rishika asked, "But Aunt, why do people need these masks? Can't they smile on their own?" Listening this, the lady started crying and said, "Darling, this is 2056. people have forgotten how to smile. And therefore, we are buying these masks. Rishika couldn't believe her ears, and thus she rushed home to talk to her parents. As she entered, she heard them talking. The price of smile is increasing day by day. I don't think we would be able to afford it for 4 of us. Papa said, Yeah, you are right. Let us buy smiles only for Kabir and Rishika. We will manage without happiness somehow. Mama replied. Listening this, Rishika ran towards them and started crying. Mama, Papa, when and how did all this happen? How? How did everyone stop smiling? She wept. To this, Papa replied, Honey, in the past few years, as people used to take smile for granted, one by one, everyone stopped smiling. And here we are today, with sad faces, buying smiles from shops. Rishika realized her mistake, but she knew nothing could be done. She said, Mama, Papa, you both have done a lot for us. Please don't sacrifice your smile for us. Please. Rishika, wake up, darling. It's time for school. Get up, came a voice. Rishika, all confused, wiped her eyes and found herself lying on her bed. It was her mama who was waking her up with her smiling face. Mama, you are smiling. Yay! It means you bought smile for yourself, she exclaimed. What are you saying, honey? There is no shop that sells smiles here. Seems like you saw a dream. Mama replied. Rishika took a pause for a moment and understood everything. The smile shop, year 2056, was a part of her dream. Mama, though this was a dream, but it gave me a lesson for life. I will always keep a smiling face from now on. Rishika promised her mama, and that too with a big smile on her little face.
The end. Thank you for listening.
Thank you for listening. Hi, welcome back to listening to another tale from the book Tiny Tales with Tinsy Doo. This is the 9th tale named Befriend Your Fears. Urvi, what do you see here? Tell me all the things you see. What is this?
There's an octopus. Frog.
And this?
That's a crab.
This? Maybe it's a shark, maybe it's a whale. I think it's a whale. Yeah, I think so. And what about this?
Fish.
This is an angelfish. I think so. I could be wrong, but it looks like an angelfish. And this is coral reef. Well, where are they sitting? I think they're sitting inside a train. Yeah, they are sitting inside a train. Oh, look, and the octopus is drinking something. What is the octopus drinking?
It's drinking chai.
Chai? Maybe. Let's find out. Deep under the ocean, there was a city where all the water animals lived. As the ocean was very huge, there was a special train called the Blue Buddy, which the residents could use daily. Out of all the passengers of Blue Buddy, there were two fish named Mary and Nicola, who went to school on that train every day. One morning, they saw 8 different things flying in the air. Is there a magician in our train? Wow! Mary exclaimed. No, Mary, that's the ticket collector coming towards us, and I think he is an octopus, Nicola said, and a pink-colored octopus wearing a black coat and round glasses came towards their seat. Ticket please, kiddos. Oh God. Teacup, register, pen, bag, so many things to juggle at once. That too on the first day of my work. Mr. Octave, the octopus ticket collector, said to himself. Phew! You can do this, Octave. Come on, he added. Uncle, can we help you? Mary asked Mr. Octave, while Nicola showed their tickets to him. That's really very sweet of you, kiddos, Mr. Octave replied, and allowed them to help him. Since that day, it became a part of Mr. Octave's everyday routine to meet Nicola and Marie, who used to greet him and follow him to each compartment, holding his bag and register until they reached their school's station. A few days had passed, and one morning when Mr. Octave greeted them, Marie and Nicola, who were very cheerful fish, otherwise gave a dull reply. Mr. Octave realized that something was not right. He asked, What happened, dearies? Why are you sad today? Nothing, uncle, Mary replied. Kiddos, I am your friend, right? You can tell me. As soon as he said this, Nicola started crying. Help us, uncle. There's a student in our class. Her name is Krabby, and she's very bad. She always threatens us to bring pencils, erasers, and chocolates for her. Nicola said, Aha! So this is why my little ones didn't smile today, Mr. Octave replied. Kiddos, tell this to your parents as soon as you reach home today, okay? And remember, if you know you haven't done anything wrong, then you should never fear anyone, he added. The next afternoon, as Mr. Octave was standing at the train gate, he saw Mary and Nicola coming with a crab towards the train. Is she Krabby, the kid who troubles them? No. How's that possible? He murmured. Hello, uncle. How are you? Meet Krabby, our new friend, Mary exclaimed. When Krabby came to get the chocolate that she had told us to bring, we did exactly what our parents had asked us to do. We went towards her and said, Krabby, we aren't scared of you anymore. So instead of troubling each other, why don't we become friends? Listening to this, Krabby was stunned as she didn't expect this. She realized her mistake and said sorry to both of us, and now we are friends. she added. And uncle, do you know, she has just shifted to the same neighborhood where we live. Isn't this amazing? Nicola said. Watching Mary and Nicola not only overcome their fear but befriend it too, Mr. Octave got happy. Yes, indeed. Now I'll have 6 extra hands to hold my stuff. Ha 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 ha. He joked and left for his duty, and the 3 kids followed him.
The end. Thank you for listening.
Thank you for listening. Hi, welcome back to listening to another tale from the book Tiny Tales with Tinsy Doo. This is the 10th tale named Casper's Birthday Party. Urvi, what animals do you see here?
I see a giraffe. I see a crocodile.
Crocodile?
Yeah. I see a duck.
A mouse?
No. That's a big monkey.
Okay. What about this?
Cheetah.
Yeah, and this?
Elephant. Monkey. Tiger.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All the animals, are they having a birthday party?
Yeah.
Whose birthday is it?
Cheetah.
Cheetah's birthday?
Huh.
Okay, let's read this story. It was the most awaited day of the year. 15th June, Casper's birthday. Casper was a baby cheetah who was the naughtiest of all the kids in the jungle. As he didn't want to miss a single day of his special day, Casper got up early that morning. He brushed his teeth by himself for the first time, took bath, wore his favorite outfit, and went to his grandparents to take blessings, while Mama Cheetah baked a yummy chocolate cake for his birthday party. As the clock struck 7, Casper's excitement hyped up. Woohoo! It's time for the party! Casper exclaimed with joy as he saw his best friend Tricky the tiger coming. All of his friends, including Edward the elephant, Mandy the monkey, Bob the bear, hugged Casper and wished him. The party started with a piñata game. There were a lot of goodies hidden inside a box, which was hanged on the fan with a string. Daddy Cheetah brought a stick and hit the box with his strong arms. The box broke and all the presents fell down. Many items like toffees, tattoos, pencils, stickers were kept inside the piñata, and as the kids collected them in their tiny fists, Mama Cheetah brought the cake. Wow! It looks so yummy! Can we grab a bite? Edward exclaimed. Happy birthday, Caspi! May you stay happy. The cake also looks yummy. Don't eat it alone, Caspi. Happy birthday, Caspi. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Caspi. Happy birthday to you. After the yummy, delicious cake was gobbled by everyone, Mrs. Cheetah organized some games like dumb charades and musical chairs to engage the children, and everyone enjoyed a lot. Edward the elephant won the game of dumb charades because of her excellent acting skills. As she was about to be given the winning present, Bob the bear started crying.
Look, the bear is crying.
Yeah, he's feeling sad.
Yeah.
Let's find out why he is feeling sad.
Yeah.
He said, "No, no, this is wrong. This is cheating. Edward has a trunk which she used as an extra prop. I don't have a trunk, and that's why I lost." Mama Cheetah consoled him and said, "My dear Bob, tell me, who is Edward? Do you know her?" Bob sobbingly replied, "Yes, Aunt, I know her. She is my friend." Mrs. Cheetah said, "My dear son, if she is your friend, you should be happy to see her win. Don't you want to celebrate her victory? Everything is fair in a game. It is not always about winning. Sometimes it is also about having fun." Bob wiped his tears and said, "Yes, Aunt, you are right. I should have not cried like this." He ran and hugged Edward to say sorry and also congratulated her. Seeing this, everyone clapped for Bob. After his friends went home, Casper hastily jumped on the bed. "Hop, hop! Papa, let us open my presents together and see what all I got today," Casper said excitedly. To this, Daddy Cheetah jokingly replied, "Son, do you remember you study in a school, and as per the rules, you must get up early to reach school on time?" Casper said, "Oh yes, I almost forgot that I have to get up early tomorrow, Papa. I will sleep now and we will unbox the presents tomorrow once I am back home." Saying this, Casper, like a grown-up good boy, got up, changed his clothes, brushed his teeth, and hopped on the bed again, this time to sleep. He prayed and thanked God for the beautiful life he is blessed with, and slept peacefully, hugging his parents.
The end. Thank you for listening.
Thank you for listening. My dear listeners, I love reading ad-free stories for you. And if you love listening to my podcast, consider sharing it with your friends and family. To support the author of this book, please head over to the description of the episode and buy their book.